This woman discovered that a heart-shaped sticker was attached to a potato. Her mind instantly traveled back 20 years. When she was little, the woman always liked to put heart stickers on her father's potatoes. She hoped that potatoes which looked nice could be sold at a better price. And her father's business became prosperous day by day. Seeing how much her father doted on the woman made the woman's sister burn with jealousy. So, taking advantage of a time when her father had gone out to sell potatoes, the sister tricked the younger girl into the farmland under the pretense of playing hide and seek. But she accidentally got lost. When her father finished work and returned home, he found his youngest daughter was missing. Her father had a vague sense of unease. He immediately dragged his old leg injury and went out to search for her. But he searched for a very, very long time and there was never any news at all. Fortunately, she was rescued and adopted by a wealthy family. Now she was a famously renowned female president in New York. But she had never forgotten her father, who had searched for her so desperately during these long 20 years. In order to alleviate the pain of losing his youngest daughter, the father poured all his love and care onto his eldest daughter. However, the eldest daughter had never shown her father any kindness. The father thought his own grief was affecting his eldest daughter. So on this day, the father specifically brought potatoes and eggs to visit his eldest daughter. But just then, the eldest daughter's rich second-generation boyfriend suddenly appeared. For the sake of her so-called pride, she pushed her father away and her face full of smiles went to greet her boyfriend. Seeing the potatoes scattered on the ground, the father's heart ached, and he thought of his well-behaved and sensible youngest daughter. After inheriting her adoptive mother's company, the woman came to the hotel to inspect the work. She unexpectedly saw those potatoes with stickers on them. The manager told her that the old man who delivered the potatoes had just left not long ago. The woman immediately chased after him. At the same time, her heartless sister was having a meal in this hotel with her boyfriend's parents. The father heard his eldest daughter's voice and couldn't help but push the door open and go in. But his sister, finding him embarrassing, opened her mouth and cursed him, calling him a beggar. She was terrified that this poor father would ruin her chance to marry into a wealthy family. She immediately called a waiter and had her father thrown out. The father's heart instantly sank to the bottom. On the other side, the female president, having failed to find her father, dejectedly turned back. But she accidentally sprained her ankle. However, this fall unexpectedly created the opportunity for the first reunion of this father and daughter separated for so many years. To celebrate reuniting with her father, the woman specially held a grand banquet, and she invited all the city's elite to celebrate. However, the woman's sister was extremely excited after receiving the invitation. But she didn't know that this female president was actually her sister. Soon, the sister brought her boyfriend to the banquet, but when she saw her father, she mistakenly thought he had come to hold her back again. She was about to have her boyfriend throw her father out, until the woman took out proof of the sister's identity. Only then did her boyfriend realize that the sister had deliberately fabricated a socialite identity to marry him. So he publicly abandoned the malicious-hearted sister, and the father was also disappointed in this ungrateful daughter. In the end, the sister ended up with neither love nor family affection, while the woman and her father finally lived happily together.